Hey guys, Dingo Style here, coming at you with another Clash of Clans video. We're going to take a look at the second half of last season's Clan War League, and we're going to showcase a few of these TH12 3-star attacks during those wars. So we start this attack off with the heroes cutting the funnel down in this corner, E-Drag and a Coco Loon up in this corner, followed up by another Coco Loon and the Slammer heading in towards that Inferno Tower. Then we're going to bring the main forces of the Dragons and Loons in through these 2 points. And finally a bat bomb up on this Inferno Tower. So let's see how that plays out, guys. Alright, so we've got the king in. He's doing some early work to try and start the funnel down the bottom left corner. We'll follow that up by the Coco Loon and E-Drag, and then the AQ in behind the king to help that funnel. And in comes the Coco Loon and Slammer for the Inferno Tower. Via the king's ability to keep him roaring along. Now in come all the dragons, followed by the loons and the warden there. Now unfortunately I'm going to lose the queen pretty soon. If I'd have got the bat bomb in a bit sooner, I might have got more value out of her. Anyway, in comes a rage, and then we'll fire the warden's ability just to make sure we keep most of the units up once that town hall goes down. In comes the bat bomb. That'll tear through that pretty quickly. Now they'll all move through the base, and I'm just going to freeze that wizard tower to keep them alive, get good value out of them. They'll move on to the eagle there, and as you can see, the base is pretty much done already. You know, it's once that eagle goes down, there's nothing really left to protect the base. Too many units still in the air, and yeah, it's pretty much a done deal. It's just a matter of cleanup now. There's a few seeking air mines still that will pop up as the replay plays out, but like I said, way too many units and plenty of time to get the job done. So yeah, that's replay number 1, guys. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button for future content, and I'll try and keep these replays coming your way, guys. So I know I did say these would be Town Hall 12 replays. If anyone would like to see replays from any other Town Hall level, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll certainly make an effort to capture some of those replays during the seasons. Also farming, you know, if you guys want to see some farming hits, anything from all the way down to Town Hall 4 all the way up to Town Hall 12, I'm happy to bring those to you. Alright, so that one's wrapped up, and we'll move on to the next replay. Alright, so we move on to the Goody Bear. He's going to 3-star this Town Hall 12. He'll start the attack off with a bat bomb over this Eagle Artillery. He'll also get the air defense in that area and a couple other defenses, so he gets pretty decent value out of this bat bomb. In comes the Slammer and a little baby drag and king and queen, just to start cutting the funnel down the other side of the base. Now his main forces of dragons and loons will move in straight towards the town hall, and followed up with the warden there, and a nice rage spell, get everyone moving in, try and get on top of that town hall as quickly as possible. And I'm pretty sure he fires the warden ability pretty soon, just to make sure everyone stays in good health as they move through that town hall. The heroes are doing their job cutting the funnel over there. An E-Drag cutting across the top, along with a couple other dragons that have spread out. And yeah, the multi-infernos look to do a bit of damage, but the forces have moved through this base pretty swiftly now. The queen's doing her work down the bottom still. He gets awesome value out of this E-Drag through the Tesla farm here. It pretty much takes care of them all on its own, which is really nice. And yeah, he's moved through this base beautifully. There's enough units to get the job done. King goes down there, and the queen's cycling around the side to join in for that final cleanup. So yeah, yet again, a nice example of an air attack on a Town Hall 12. It's a pretty maxed out base, so you know, it was a challenging hit, and he's done really well to clean it up. So nice work there, Goody. And yeah, we'll move on to the next attack. I hope you guys like the bit of channel art I put together here for the videos. It makes it look a little nicer, I think. Visually it's more appealing instead of having a blank black slice down each side of the video. So yeah, it's hopefully everyone likes the look of things. Alright, so we'll move into this 3-star attack by my boy Dean here. He's come in with the giant switches and bowlers. It's an attack he uses pretty frequently. He's actually currently ripping up our current season with some great attacks using this combination. I'll bring that lot to you guys in the next week or so. We've gone into 3 clans. We've split up right up for our top guys, middle guys, and the little pipsqueaks. So there's plenty of footage to bring you all. And yeah, as you can see, he's tearing through this space quite nicely. He's got a bit of action coming down the right hand side to clear things, and main forces are moving right through the middle. Nicely timed warden ability there to protect the troops from the Giga Bomb from the town hall. And these troops are just moving along nicely. Freeze on the Inferno back there. Rage to fire everyone up and try and get them through there. And we notice a bit of damage getting done to the single Inferno up there, and that comes in really handy at the end of this raid, because the troops he does have remaining are pretty heavily damaged by the end. The Queen here, she thankfully does head south and doesn't head up towards that Inferno, otherwise she would have been cactus. So yeah, we've got the bowlers and some witches just doing some work down the very south point of the base, clearing up the trash there. A few troops flying through the air off the old spring trap. The king bursts his way through that wall, and they'll all come around here and they'll hit some tiny bombs which do a fair bit of damage to this little pack of barbarians, as you can see. But all these troops all come in very handy towards the end. As you can see, he hasn't got much left in the way of firepower. The Queen's just got enough health to bring down that hidden Tesla. And as the troops around the back end here heading in towards that final Inferno, you've got to ask the question, is he going to get it? And thankfully these bowlers do bounce over the wall and take it down. If they hadn't have done, I'm not sure the Queen would have actually had it in there to get the job done, but there you go, there's the 3. So well done, Dean, nice attack, mate. And I believe that's the last 3-star from that war in particular. So what we'll do is we'll move on to the next war, and this is War 6. Sadly, we only had the one Town Hall 12 3-star in that, which is this one I'm about to show you. It's my main account. I've gone up 1 base to take on enemy number 2. And yeah, let's see, I come in with the heroes up the top right here, and I start funneling down the bottom left hand side, and I bring most of my troops straight through the center of the base, and I'm going to follow it up with a bat wave over here to try and take out this Inferno, and hopefully they'll all combine in on the town hall at the end. So we'll get that started. In comes the King, the Queen. They take down that hidden Tesla right away. Coco Loon and Electro Drag in here. Got the Slammer coming in with the hopes of getting that in somewhere near the Eagle Artillery. In come my main forces straight up the middle of the base. The Dragons and Loons and the Warden there. And I start bringing in my Batwave. I don't know why I dropped that freeze there. I think that's just one of my panic spells. I do occasionally drop panic spells in the heat of the moment. As you can see, the bats have moved in nicely. The main forces are over the top of the town hall now, and there's not much left this space is going to be able to do to stop my forces coming through. Queen's working on the CC troops up top there and copping some freezes from those ice Gs. But as you can see, that sort of worked to my advantage, because it held up a big pack of dragons that now move in on top of the enemy Queen. And they all move down. And I believe, yeah, the Queen's just made her way through the wall there, so she'll come on down and join these forces. And yeah, as you can see, the tornado trap there trying to slow things down, but that one full health dragon will finish off that Inferno. And yeah, the last few troops will just come up the side of the base here and clean up the remaining few bits and pieces. Fires the Queen ability just to make sure she churns through these last couple of structures quickly. And we encounter the enemy King, take him down pretty quickly, and then last little bit of clean up, and that's the 3. So like I said, that was the only 3-star from that war, so I think we'll move straight into the 7th and final war of this season. And yeah, we'll take a look at the couple of replays from that were 3 stars by our TH12 boys. We'll start it off with this replay here. I hit my direct mirror number 3 with my main account, and yeah, let's take a look at how that played out, guys. Now I'll be honest, it wasn't the best plan in the world, but I just didn't know how to approach this base really. So I started off with a king and queen for cutting the funnel here, Coco Loon E-drag up this corner, bat bomb this wizard tower, and in with the slammer towards that inferno. Alright, so let's check out how this plays out, guys. So in with the king to start the cutting the funnel, and I drop the queen in, I believe a bit lower, just to make sure she doesn't head left. And then in with the Coco Loon and the E-drag up the top corner. Now I'll start pouring in all my drags across the top here, followed up by the Loons and the Grand Warden. And fire off the King's ability to get him moving along, make sure that funnel's well and truly cut. And then in comes the bat bomb on top of that wizard tower, and probably didn't really account for the CC troops there, so a little bit dicey. And in comes a freeze on the town hall along with the Grand Warden ability, so I move through that and keep the troops in good health. The slam is making its way in towards the inferno there, as I thought it'd go down before it'd get there, but the loons should be enough to get in on top of that and distract it at the very least. Queen's wrapping around the back, and not a lot left of this base, but there's enough there that it really does do pretty big damage on the troops I do have left. So it gets pretty tight towards the end here. The Queen's probably my hero at the end that saves the day. MVP for the Queen. So she comes through, and as you can see, that last air defense is just ruining my dragons. So to be honest, during the replay I thought, oh, I don't think I've got the 3 here. It's yeah, it's just that Queen, she's getting low on health. Everything's shooting on her. Thankfully I still had her ability to fire right then, and I really held off on that, trying to make the most of it to try and get us home. And as you can see, Dragon, Queen, everything firing on them, and it gets pretty clutch right here at the end. As you can see, it's a few seconds to go, and that wizard tower's mocking me, and it's like, will the Queen survive or will the wizard tower survive? And thankfully, boom, down goes the tower. Excellent. Alright, so that's that 3-star, probably more luck than skill, guys, but we'll take 3 every time. So at this point of the war, we are wrapped up 61 stars apiece with Gods of War, and if we snap to the end of the video, we have lost miserably. And yeah, they come home really strong. We didn't, obviously, and we finished 3rd place overall. We lost to the 2 clans above us, so it makes sense that we'd finished 3rd. Pretty good season. We tend to finish around there more often than not, so you know, no real surprises. But let's wrap this up with one more 3-star replay from the war. It's my number 2 account on my direct mirror, and we'll step into this. I won't go on too much about the plan behind it. It's just, you know, the usual that I've been striking bases with that season. King and Queen cut the funnel down the bottom, Coco Loon and E-drag up the top, and then we come through with all the dragons and loons between those 2 points. I lead in with the loons for a change, and trying to clear out a few of the air mines and so forth before the dragons hit them. And the slammer heading on in, trying to get rid of that Inferno Tower with it. Of course it skips straight past it, but that's fine. It moves on and takes out a valuable target in the air defense. And the Queen's about to go down any second now. I fire the Warden's ability. Move, trying probably a bit early with that really, but I didn't have to worry about the Giga Bomb as this channel didn't have one, so I figured it was probably more important just to keep the troops nice and healthy early. And as the town hall gets targeted here, it'll go down pretty quickly. and not too long after that, I actually get, because that goes down, I get a really nice split on the troops here, and some go south, some go north, and that probably saves me as far as time goes. Get rid of that wizard tower. Units all moving in on the final inferno, and the poor old E-Drag up the top there working away at a snail's pace on those skellies. And yeah, as you can see, the base is done at this point. 3 stars coming my way. So yeah, that's the season wrapped up pretty much. I said it was a pretty successful season. We're currently, as I spoke about earlier in the video, doing this season's clan wars, so I've been capturing some of those 3-star replays, and I'll try and put them together in the near future. And yeah, we've got some bonuses to give out to the boys here, so I'll dish them out to those that are either most deserving or probably need the biggest boost to help them along on developing their bases to try and keep this clan nice and strong overall. So look, thanks for watching, guys. It's always a pleasure to bring these to you, and look forward to making more videos for your viewing entertainment. So yeah, keep on watching, guys. Dingo out.